Hello everyone, it's Jongs here, and today we are doing another speed build. And there's a new pack out. It's high school. I have fond and not so fond memories of high school. However, this is The Sims and we are making our wishes come true. And today we are renovating this starter house at Prescott Square. And I wanted to keep the nature of it, but I also saw that the next door house had this roof on it, so I wanted that roof too. Also, I felt like the chimney was a little too big for the house, so I scaled it down, and I also put in a little roof over the entrance. And do you guys have this like wooden areas on houses in your town? Like, they kind of have this in Renovation Bay too, but that makes more sense since it's on the docks. I don't know, it's a little weird to me. And as you see, I put in those new slabs. What are they called? Those are where the vines grow. I put them as a little like faux wall at the entrance, and I also changed these bricks because there are bricks in the pack that wasn't used, and I really like the color of them, so that's what I did. I also put down the wall into a short wall on the upstairs. The doors are so short, even on short walls. They just need a little more space, so I put some windows at the glass doors to just put them up a little bit. And then I made the kitchen area a little bit smaller because I felt like, why do we need all of that space? So I took it in a little bit, and then upstairs I also put in a second bedroom, so maybe it's two parents and the kid, or it's like a single mom or something, or even like a bigger sibling and their younger sibling. I struggle with the wallpaper here. I wanted to use the new wallpaper. It just reminds me of like an ice cream. There's a splotch with this beige instead of where there's the black, and it just looks like an ice cream cone, and then the ice cream just drips down. Yeah, I went with a modern reno of a kind of basic house. So as you see the kitchen, I put in the hexagonal wall and the brick wall because it's like an extension of the house, so I just felt like the nature of the brick is still there, but then there's also like a little modern flair with the hexagonal wall and the black and white in contrast. I also did some open shelving, and those like that I use invisible slot fillers, don't use them anymore because if there's not an update, because when I have used them in a kitchen, even if I remove them later on, my sim has not been able to use the kitchen, and I realized it was that was the problem, so now I don't use them anymore. So just a PSA if you use that one. And now in the hallway, I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't have that much money, but I love this, and that is modular. That seating didn't end up working, unfortunately. I tried, but it didn't end up working. It's just for aesthetics. However, like, how often will you use that? So I love these modular shelves, and they're a little more like vintage than the ones we get for Dream Home Decorator. And they have some cute colors as well. I'm a slag for anything pastel, and this kind of blue is, it's so charming. So I cleared it up, and the teen got a owl backpack because owls are awesome. And yeah, then I cluttered it up some more. Do you have pom-poms? Like, okay, I've never done cheerleading really, but I just love the idea of pom-poms. I always done. It's like the fluffy things that you just shake around. I just I just always love the idea of pom-poms. And I love like these small like is it pom-poms like you made of yarn? I'm like looking at them right now because I made like a garland out of small pom-poms a couple of years ago. What I also love about this pack is all the different styles. If you want to be preppy, if you want to be more boho or more glam, I just love the options and the amount of details you can put into the teen's bedroom, the different beds. I love the boho style. So as you see, I used to share it. And yeah, I didn't really incorporate the boho as much as I wanted to, maybe. I mean, wanted to. I didn't really feel like that was the aesthetic of the people living here. So I ended up going more trendy, I guess. So I also made this like a Jack and Jill bathroom because that's how I made it work. I didn't know how to make it work in any other way, but yeah, it's like kind of Jack and Jill bathroom, I mean. And now we're going into the bedroom of the sister slash parent slash whatever. And I use this little preppy bed. It's the most expensive of the beds that come in this pack, but I thought it was the one that was most appropriate for this room. Also, the rug I use underneath the bed is actually an egg. So it's like a fried egg, but when I put it underneath the bed, the yolk is underneath the bed. So it's just like this cool geometric shape. So that's a tip. This is one of the other beds that I used from the pack, and it's the most, no, maybe this is the most expensive one. This is the most expensive single bed, I think, but it's a little more like upholstered headboard. And then like everything from this pack is surprisingly cheap, which I appreciate because like a teen's bedroom, and maybe you don't like realistically have that much money to spend as a teen or remodel a teen's bedroom. And like this computer set, as you see, it's two monitors, and those arms for holding up your camera or your mic, those are not cheap either. And the gaming chair is also surprisingly cheap, so I appreciate that. But then it's like some things, clutter items cost like 5 simoleons, and you just think of the toilet paper roll, which costs like 50 simoleons. So then it's like, is it too cheap? But like I appreciate it, but yeah, I don't know, the pricing of things, I didn't really hold that into consideration before, since I always just decorated with sheets and stuff. I didn't care about money, but now I started to build more with the challenge of money, so I like realized prices of things. That sounds so like another bratty kid who's never had an issue with money. Like, now I noticed that things cost money. But yeah, in The Sims, I didn't really care before. Now I just use it as a challenge. That is also a privilege, having it as a challenge. Yeah, you see, I cluttered up with some debug and some more like spandrels. Is that, and that's not either what it's called. I cannot figure out at all what it's called. And I just really felt like it went so cozy when I put out these more plants in the back and the like plants around the patio. And then the slides, I tried to make it look natural or like make sense, but it was a little difficult. And this is the result of the build. It's on my gallery at Jonan24. If you want to download it, it's only base game and the new high school pack. And as I said, it's the starter lot on Prescott Square. So this is the tour. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and follow me on TikTok. I have reached 1,000 not subscribers. I reached 1,000 followers over on TikTok, which means I can go live. So I think I'm gonna try this tomorrow or someone this week. It's kind of scary, but I think I figured out how to stream from my computer on TikTok, so I hope I'll see you over there when I do stream. And also tag me if you do any gameplay or renovate anything on this. And yeah, so you can tag me at Junks Builds here on YouTube or on TikTok. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Make sure to follow me on the gallery. I'm Jana24 over there, and you can always find all of the builds that I post here.